So for those of you joining us for the first time today, this is Webinar Wednesday. We have a lot of new people who just joined up with Brilliant Directories, some people who have been with us for years, and a lot of people who are just considering Brilliant Directories for their website project. So I'm Jason, one of the co-founders here of Brilliant Directories. We started Brilliant Directories back in around 2009. And we've been growing ever since and making things better each and every day thanks to webinars like this and feedback from our users. So we have a really active community and we're really thankful for that. So thank you guys for being part of the Brilliant Directories family. If you're not a part of our Brilliant Directories LinkedIn group, I highly recommend joining. You can go to brilliantdirectories.com/LinkedIn. And you can ask questions to carry the webinar conversation over there on tips and strategies on how to maximize the benefits of your membership directory website. And again, for those of you joining us for the first time here today, the goal of the webinar is to help answer questions about how the platform works and help resolve some how-to questions that might come up while you're trying to set up and configure your Brilliant Directories website. But along with that, you don't just have to ask questions about how to set up your site. I love chatting about SEO strategies, generating leads, how to make money, how to market your website, and really just the whole 360 of how to manage your website and help it grow and thrive. We do have a special guest with us today. Normally Patrick Brunelle joins me, but we have Gabriel from our customer service department here who will be assisting me in answering the questions as you guys type them in. So Gabriel, thank you very much for joining us today in the webinar.
Hey there guys, this is Gabe. It's an honor to be here with you guys and hope the webinar is a success for everybody.
Thanks, Gabe. All right, so last week we did not have a contest of the week and we had a lot of people emailing in that they wish there was a contest of the week. So we do have a contest of the week for this week and it's a pretty simple contest and all you need to do is comment on a video and let me explain to you where you can comment on the videos. So what you can do is you can go on over to the Brilliant Directories website and under the support tab click on free workshop videos. A lot of people email in about where the replays are for the webinar Wednesdays. They're right here under the support tab, free workshop videos. And we actually have the most recent one here from last week already ready to go. So all you have to do is come on over to the free workshop videos and click on watch now on the most recent one. And when you come down here, under the video, you'll see you can add Facebook comments here. If you can just leave a comment, about what you like about the webinars or about Brilliant Directories or what you're doing with your website, we'll randomly select somebody who leaves a comment here, and we will announce the winner next week with an awesome random prize. And so far the prizes have been super. So if you want to participate, all you have to do is go to brilliantdirectories.com/videos. Go to Webinar Wednesday video 8, week 8, and just leave a comment, a Facebook comment here about something that you gained from the previous webinars or something you're excited to learn from Brilliant Directories. You can ask questions, you can leave comments. All you have to do is leave a comment here in the comments section under the video. So good luck to the contest winner for next week. And the deal of the week. Last week's deal of the week was awesome. It was for daily website backups, and a lot of people got a good peace of mind knowing that their site will be backed up for 14 consecutive days. This one is for automatic lead matching, and I just want to talk about lead matching because it really is an important part of the Brilliant Directories software and basically most directory websites. You may or may not know it, but your website does generate leads, and these leads can be sold back to the members in your network or distributed for free. It's really up to you. The question is, what is a lead? You'll notice on your Brilliant Directories website, you'll notice all these send message forms, and you can change the verbiage here to say send a message, book an appointment, request more information, whatever is applicable for your industry and your audience. Every time a form is filled out here or somebody contacts your member, this is a lead, and that is a consumer trying to connect with a member for one of their services. And in most cases, your professional members will pay a fair price for a lead or a referral or an opportunity, whatever makes sense to call them for your industry. And you can actually sell these to members, not just one, but multiple members. And as you can see, this site as an example has generated, it's a new site, it's generated about 206 leads. Now, with all Brilliant Directories websites, you can manually match a lead with a member. You can go to the admin area and go to match leads here, and you can manually match leads as they come in, which is a little tedious process, but it does work, and the members can purchase the leads. With the automatic lead matching, which is the deal of the week, let's go to the Brilliant Directories website here, and let's just look at some of the benefits of the automatic lead matching. So you can definitely sell leads to members with both the free one that comes with all your sites or with this add-on. Manually match leads with multiple members. You can sell a lead multiple times to members. When I had Interior Design Pro, we were generating leads for interior design projects, and we would sell a lead for $25, and we would sell that lead up to 4 times. So we knew when we were doing, Google ads or, however we brought traffic to the site, each lead could yield $100 in net revenue if we sold it 4 times. So leads are a great way to maximize revenue on your website, and that's usually what directory websites are doing. So with the automatic lead matching, leads will automatically be sent to your members. You don't have to come in and manually match a lead with multiple members. You can also control which members receive leads. You can customize the lead form. And let me talk about customizing the lead form a little bit. So this is our demo site, demobootstrap.com. And this is the Get Match page. And you have a basic lead form here with your name and email and phone number. You can even choose a main category, such as automotive, and a subcategory like auto detailing. And with basic lead matching, you can manually match the lead with any members who match this criteria. I'll even put Los Angeles in here. And with the automatic lead matching, you can actually customize the form a little bit more. And let me show you an example of that. So this is a site, it's for connecting with wedding professionals. And in their lead form, they've added things like maximum wedding budget. Do you need a wedding cake? Does the groom need a suit? Does the bride need a wedding dress? And you can continue adding more relevant questions in the lead form when you have the automatic lead matching add-on. And that will add a higher value lead for the potential members that are going to purchase it, because when you could provide your members with more information, they're more likely to purchase the leads. And when you combine that with the system automatically sending leads to your members, you're going to start generating revenue while you're sleeping, basically, because these leads are being matched behind the scenes and members can go ahead and purchase them on their own. Let's just go down this list a little quicker. Another thing is you can send SMS text messages using a third-party tool, TextMagic, to automatically send your members text messages when a valid lead comes through the system. So, most people check their text messages instantly and their email only a few times per day. So this adds tremendous value when used with the automatic lead matching. Now, what is the deal of the week? So the automatic lead matching is normally a yearly price of $1,200 per year. It's a high price, but considering that it's going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you and it's going to be working like an in-house employee matching the leads for you, it's definitely worth its weight in gold there. So that's $1,200 per year. With the deal of the week, we're going to make this a really special deal. It's going to be a one-time payment of $450. When you get to the checkout page, though, you need to enter the promo code GET450. So if we go to the deal of the week here, automatic lead matching, one-time pay, When you get here, you want to make sure to type in the code GET450, and that'll drop the listed price of $650 down to $450. So it's an incredible savings, and if your site, whether you're starting out and planning to get more members and more traction, this is a super opportunity to get an awesome deal on the automatic lead matching. And if you want to learn more about it, you can come to our add-ons page, and there's a short video here about it, and you can compare it here against basic lead matching and compare it to the automatic lead matching add-on. So I think that's one of the best deals we've offered so far, given the total value and savings of that, and I hope you guys can definitely take advantage of that. And now for the fun part, let's close down some of these windows. We're going to dive into some of the questions here. Steve, I've unmuted your microphone. Steve, are you with us?
Hey, Jason. Yes, I am.
All right, Steve. Where are you calling in from?
Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh, okay, gotcha. DirectoryCC.com?
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, what's your question for us today?
Well, I always have a question for you every week, and today
on
the event module, I've added a bunch of events that we're trying to market to our local audience, and I'd like to, it shows the address for each event in the search results, but I'd like it to actually also add the venue name as an input to the event field.
I love that
on
question.
That search result.
All right, you mind if I head on over to your site?
Absolutely, that's fine. Thank you.
All right, this is a super question, so I'll explain to everyone what he's referring to in just a moment. All right, so let's take a visit to your site real quick. And what he's asking everyone is, he has a local business directory for the Corpus Christi area in Texas, and by the way, your image on your homepage takes a while to load. You might want to optimize that by kind of minimizing the size of the image, the overall size.
Sure, I'll take a look at that. Thanks.
That'll help your homepage load a little quicker. Okay, let's go back to your site here. So let's look at all your events. And so, you know, they have a lot of events coming up in the Corpus Christi area. And we can see here there's an address, there's a title, and there's a description and the price. These are all variables of the event. And this is why I really love Brilliant Directories. When a lot of people compare it to WordPress themes and things like that, you'd have to go into the PHP files and really find out where to edit only the events and things like that. So let me show you exactly how you can add the venue name, and let me show everyone what you're talking to about the venue name. So here's the event for Aquarium Spring Break, and we can see that the venue is called Texas State Aquarium. So you would like this to also show on the search results page, right?
Correct.
Okay. So basically what you want to do is, that's a type of content. It's a type of post. So you want to edit your post settings, and that's an event post. So you guys have different types of posts. You have events, coupons, properties, and you can manage all those different types of posts right from the admin area. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for events, which are right here, and we're going to edit the event. And you can do this with pretty much all the different post types. So there's obviously general settings like what you're calling the event. A lot of people who create real estate sites, they change event to open houses. I'm not going to do it on your site, and because an open house is basically an event. So you don't really need to, you know, reinvent the wheel. You can kind of repurpose some of the existing features like coupons and jobs and find purposes for your different goals and needs, which is super awesome. So what we want to do is edit the search results design. And we're going to see some crazy code here, but this is what developers love. Here is the loop. So this is what's being repeated on the search results page to get it looking like this. And what I'm going to do is just backtrack a little bit, and I'm going to go to the detail page. The detail page is the individual page for a post, like this one. And I'm going to find out where it says the venue, and I'm going to grab the code for that. So lots of crazy code. We're going to scroll down here. And we can see that it's called post venue. So I'm just going to take this PHP echo post venue, and we're going to go back to your search results design. And do you want me to just put it right above the address?
Yeah, that'd be fine for now.
All right. So here's the map marker with the location, and I'll go ahead and put that right here with a line break, so it's on a separate line. And if we come back to the search results, we'll see that here's the address, and we should see the venue. And actually, I could put the venue hyphen there for you so people know that that's the venue. Let's do that as well.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah.
All right. So venue, and we'll put a nice dash there. And let me make that in bold so it's just a little bit different than the address. I'll stick out a little bit more. And we can refresh the page. Now we see venue, Texas State Aquarium, Vino Mio Social Club. So
Right.
You're good to go there.
Yeah, that's great. I'll also take that same note and apply it to my business directory member search results as well, because I'd rather have the address show up than hopefully it's the same thing, because it just shows the city and state on those, and I'd like it to show the address and be more information on the search results.
Yeah, absolutely. So there, that's if you see like the data somewhere, normally it's in the search results design or the detail page.
Yeah.
You can also do like show widgets, and it'll show you the different modules of the site. So this is a really good way to kind of find out where the data is. It's only going to be in like one of three places. It's going to be in the widget, in the search results design or detail page, and maybe somewhere else. I can't think of off the top of my head, but that's pretty simple to find where the data is coming from.
Great fix. Appreciate it.
All right, my pleasure. Thanks for that great question, Steve. Have a great day. All right, super question from Steve there. And that's a great rule of thumb for figuring out how to get data from one part of your site and getting it to show on the search results or a detail page or a sidebar and vice versa. All right, Emily. Emily, are you with us here?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for taking my question.
Absolutely.
I have an existing directory, and I'm doing a 7-day trial for one of my clients. He is part of a 65-member study club, and they want a new directory. One of the functions they would like, they want to have their events. I'm wondering if you could think of a way they can RSVP.
And
I guess maybe for each event I could make
absolutely. There's a way to do that, kind of.
Okay, let me hear what you think.
Okay, so let's go to our demo site here. And so this is just a small club, and they're going to have events. And who should receive the RSVPs?
Every member. Oh, one member.
Okay. Yeah, that's an easy one. So all that needs to happen is that member needs to be the one publishing the event. Okay.
Okay.
And instead of contact this member, when you're posting any kind of content on the site, there's the form here, contact this member. You can just change this to say RSVP for this event, and you can simplify this form. You could just do name and email and get rid of everything else, and then the person who posted this event will get a notification for this. It'll say it'll show them the URL that the page was submitted on, and the name and the address of the person. So just change contact this member, and you can do that in the text labels here under settings, text labels, and just search for contact this member and change it to RSVP for event.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Good. That was it today.
All right. Thanks, Emily. Thanks for joining us. And you've been with us for a while, so we really appreciate you being with us.
Likewise. Thanks.
All right. All right. So Emily seems to be a developer of some sorts, and she has a client, and she's building out a site for her client. We do have a lot of developers using the platform, and always remember that the front end of your Brilliant Directories website is always white labeled. It won't say powered by Brilliant Directories anywhere. And you don't have to pay extra for that, which with some solutions you do. All right, Robert. Robert, are you with us?
Yes.
Hey, Robert, how's it going today?
Very good. How are you?
Good, good. How have you enjoyed the presentation so far?
Very good. I think each one of these webinars I pick up little bits of information that's extremely helpful with my site.
Awesome. And what's your question for us today?
My biggest question is the site I have utilizes or is dependent on the articles from the members,
Okay.
as well as the blog, as well as blog articles. And I know in blog articles we can customize the meta tag. And I was wondering, is there a way to customize the members' articles? And I even looked in the articles directory to see if it was done differently, but it's done the same way.
Yeah. Do you mind if we check out your site? I can help set that up for you, actually.
Sure. It's industryarchive.org.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Basically, in a nutshell, and I'll explain to everyone who's watching what you're trying to achieve as well.
Okay.
So with your Brilliant Directories website, and let's just check out your site here. So you, as the owner of the directory, can manage your own company blog. You can post things as you like that represent your company for your readers. And also the members of your directory can contribute their own articles, but they are separate from your company blog, so you can keep those two independent. And with the company blog, do you mind if I log in to someone who can post a company blog on behalf of the website?
A company blog? I don't have anybody that can post company blogs.
Or do you have an admin?
I can.
You can.
Yeah, I have an admin.
All right.
Yeah, admin.
Yeah, let me log in here. So the admin is the one who contributes to the company blog. By the way, it looks like there's an issue with the images here. We might want to take a look at that a little later. So here are the blog articles, and when you want to add a blog article, this was requested in the past, so I just wanted to show everyone what you're referring to. So when you write a blog article, you can actually add custom SEO data to optimize the meta title, meta description, and meta keywords. The member articles by default don't have this. Members normally wouldn't need the ability to do this, but if your members are a little bit more savvy, you might want to extend this to them. Now, do you have member articles here yet?
Yeah.
You do. Okay. What I'm going to do is, the best way to achieve that is to simply clone your blog article form. So here's your feature blog article, and we're going to edit this. So I went to Form Manager. I searched for your blog article form. This is the form that is filled in when people publish a blog. So we see the publish, article title, author, and if we scroll down to the bottom, we'll see meta title, meta description, and meta keywords. So what we want to do is actually clone this form, and we're just going to give it a new name here, featured blog articles. We'll call this feature member articles, and I'll call it new. And then we will use blog article, we'll call this member article fields new. I'll just give it the name. So now we've cloned the form, we've given it a new name. And before I do anything else, let's log in as a regular member so we can show everyone that they currently don't have in their form that they fill out the option to put additional SEO details. So I'll just log in as a standard member here. And can they publish a regular article? Let's find someone who can publish a regular.
Oh, you want somebody who can?
Who can publish a normal article. And I'll just come here to your Manage Products, and I can see who'd be able to publish an article. Do you know anyone who can publish a normal article right now?
Yeah.
Which membership level can do that?
Enterprise or professional. Yeah, Business Solutions is member articles.
I see. Okay, so let's log into someone who can post a business solution, which is great. You've repurposed that to be called member articles.
Right.
So let's add a new article, which is called a business solution.
Right.
And okay, you've actually customized this further, type of content.
Yes.
Okay, so you could, okay, I was going to clone it and just replace this form altogether, and with the same form you're filling out for your blogs, and then that would be the form that members fill out. So if I was going to do that, if we go to Edit Post Settings, and under Business Solutions, you can assign which form people fill out to post an article. And let me show you that. That's under Form to Use. And currently it's using Feature Member Articles. But you may want to use, you've made changes to this, so I'm not going to change it, but you could use Feature Member Articles New, and then you can go in there and add those extra fields it looks like you've added yourself. But here is where you can select the form to use. And then if you used the new one we just made, that will include the SEO details because we cloned it from the form when you create blog articles.
Right.
So I'm not going to, I'll leave this cloned form here. I'm not going to save anything. Just know that you can now select this form, and if you wanted to, you can go in and add your new custom fields as well. It looks like you just added like 2 of them here. And then down here, you'll get what you need there. Sound good?
Okay, great. Very good.
All right. Well,
that'll be extremely helpful.
Yeah, that's a good thing to know, that you can clone forms and you can also assign forms to different types of posts.
Right.
All right. Thanks for your question, Robert.
Thank you.
All right. Great question there from Robert.
Hey there, Jason.
Hey, Gabe. How's it going? I haven't heard from you.
Hey there, Jason. I'm looking at the questions here, the written questions, and I have a question from Brian S. He says that how to activate and deactivate Google Translator on your site. That's a question that I get a lot in support, and maybe the people here would like to know.
Absolutely. Thanks for that great question. So the question is, and I'm actually on our demo site where you can see that. So he wants to know, how do I add this Google Translate to the header? And this is just a default setting that we have. And what it does is it utilizes it utilizes Google Translate, and Google Translate will do the best job that it can to automatically translate your site for you. I don't think it's the best solution, but when you're trying to appeal to a large international audience, I think they're kind of used to seeing something like this. And again, I don't know what this is actually saying in Greek, but I'm sure it's 90% good enough for what you're trying to achieve. So how do you add or remove this from the header? Well, let's go to our demo site and I will show you exactly how to do that. All right, we are now loaded into our demo site, and controlling if this Google Translate dropdown shows or not is actually in your design settings, like many things. My favorite area of the entire admin is the design settings. So I'm going to click on design settings, and you get a tremendous amount of control in the design settings on how things look and appear and if they're visible or not on your website. So for this Google Translate tool, what you want to do is go to the header design because it's in the header. And very simply, there is an option here, show translate tool, yes or no. I'll go ahead and set this to no. And we're just going to let that save. And if we come back, let me close the Google Translate here right now. If we come back and refresh the home page, we'll see that the Google Translate tool is now gone. And let me show you a couple other things that you can easily hide or display using the design settings. The Google Translate is obviously one of them. Down here in your footer, you always have a join our newsletter today. This is just a great little perk in case any website visitors feel compelled to join your newsletter because they like what they're seeing on your site. That's also controlled in the footer design, actually. And you can show the newsletter form, yes or no. You can hide your entire footer if you want, if you don't want a footer. Your main menu, maybe you don't have a main menu. You can do hide main menu, yes or no. I'll choose yes. Let's just hide a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's the demo site. We really have nothing to lose here. What else can we hide? We can hide the entire header, so I'll set that to yes. Let's save those changes, and we're going to see a ton of stuff disappear from our demo site right now. So here we are at the bottom right now. Let me scroll up, and we see the footer and the newsletter link. You could just keep the newsletter link and hide the footer. So let's refresh this. We actually customized the header here on the demo so it shows, but we see the menu is gone now. Let me scroll down here, and the footer is gone. It stops right here, so there's nothing else to scroll. So from the design settings, you get incredible control for things around your website and your homepage as well. And I think this is the first place people go when they're kind of setting up their Brilliant Directories website. So yeah, great question on that. Okay, Wendy, I'm going to go ahead and unmute your microphone. Wendy.
Okay, I put my question in the box, but I wanted to find out how are most people marketing these directories? Are they using paid advertising? You know, especially when the directory is national, not a local directory where they can get out and walk the streets and ask businesses to sign up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, are they using paid advertisements? Are they using a sales team? Are they using an affiliate program? You know, how are most people marketing the directory when it's global or national?
That's a really, really great question. I'm just getting a little bit of fuzz in the background, but I'm definitely going to answer your question, Wendy. The first place I'm going to go to answer your question is into the Brilliant Directories blog. And in the blog, I think we do have an article that Patrick wrote not too long ago on how to roll out a national directory. So you can go to the blog.brilliantdirectories.com. I'll actually put this in the chat here for everyone if you want to check it out here. I'll just put a link to this specific article. So, Pat outlined some really, really great stuff here. First of all, keep it simple. And if you're going to have a national directory, don't focus on every business category. Try to focus on just a few categories so you can at least, you're already going national or global. And it's better to create a more focused directory. I mean, I'll just give a simple example, a directory of interior designers. We started with interior designers on Interior Design Pro. Then we focused on getting decorators, and then we focused on getting home stagers, and then we focused on getting architects, and then we focused on getting furniture builders. So we were able to focus, even though it was a worldwide directory, we were getting designers from all around the world. But because we focused on a few categories first, our pitch to sell those people was more compelling. They weren't just joining any Yellow Pages site. They were joining a site that was specifically for interior designers. But as time went on and as the directory grew, we slowly started adding more categories that were related to interior design. But as the site kept growing, I don't remember where we ended up, but we were incorporating and encompassing a wide array of all types of design, not just interior design, into the site. So start with 2 or 3 specialties and grow from there is a really good tip. Also, I know that you're trying to roll out a national directory, but you might want to choose one city and then get a neighboring city and then do another neighboring city until you have the entire state. This way, your site, your pitch to new members is hyper-focused, and the important thing when you're pitching members to join your site is they need to see value in joining your site. They don't just want to be another name in a sea of businesses. They want to know that they're joining a site that directly benefits their business and is related to the services that they offer. Uber did a great job launching city by city, and now they're worldwide, as well as specialties. So that started with just one type of Uber car, and now they have Uber Pool, Uber XL, also Uber Lux. So they've now branched out into more specialties. So this article is great. What I like to do, Wendy, is also go to LinkedIn, and LinkedIn has tons of groups for different types of professionals. Join those groups, and what I like to do, as Robert said on his industry archive, he's publishing blog posts what works really well is if you write a feature blog article story about an influencer in your industry, share that, write a nice puff piece that writes about why you like that person. Do that once a week, and that person might actually reshare your article to their community. So you took a few minutes to write a nice article about someone that you admire in the industry, and they're probably going to want to share that with their followers, and that's going to help bring more attention and traffic to your website. And when you write that article, you can come to the LinkedIn groups and post that article as news. And you can join groups that, again, are related to your industry. I'm part of some social media marketing groups, actually a few of them. And you can post those articles in here, and you can also announce your website in some of these groups as well, as long as it's done in a tasteful manner. So the way to roll out a national directory, especially if you don't have a big budget, a little bit of hustle, a little bit of strategic muscle, and I think Pat's advice is the best, is to keep it simple and start small. So you can think globally, but start locally. And that's the best advice that I would have for you if you actually want to start making traction in different communities and different industries that you're trying to target. It's a very common question, and yes, starting a nationwide directory can be very overwhelming, so it's good to keep it simple and work in things that you have the capacity to make an impact on. All right, Stephen, I've unmuted your microphone. How you doing, Stephen?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Good, good, good. Rocking and rolling here. What's your question for us today?
Good to see Gabriel in there. He's helped me a lot over the past few months. Thanks, Gabriel.
Let's give a round of applause for Gabriel. Gabriel is a rock star, along with all our support team and the developers here at Brilliant Directories. Thanks, Stephen, for that shout out.
Really are. All right, so I have the boardcertified.com website I had a lot of additional fields, data fields entered. And when you upload data into the Brilliant Directory site, or platform, it automatically creates a number, an identification number. So I have 420,000 names in there currently, but I also have a unique identifier number. It's called an NPI number that populates every record, which I use across multiple platforms. In my member search, it gives me the option of name or number, but I can't seem to get it to link to my NPI number instead of the automatically created number that Brilliant Directories assigns to my lead. Can that be done?
Is this when you're searching in the admin area here?
Yes, under members.
Okay. I may have a solution for you. So it's loading right here. Can I log in as one of your members to kind of see how you have this set up?
Absolutely.
Okay. So everyone, his question is, he has members that have first names, last names, company names, and they also have a unique identifier that's related to his specific industry. It's outside of the Brilliant Directories platform, but he is saving that number for each member, and it's useful for him to search. So this is the ID number from Brilliant Directories. Where is that number here in, where is that number right here for them?
Keep going down.
Okay.
Right there, NPI.
Okay. What I would recommend doing in this case, and you already have members in there, you might have to do just some MySQL queries to get this sorted out properly, but you can in your MySQL database.
Right.
What I would recommend doing is this. So he wants to search them right here. If he wants to search Vincent and hit search, we're going to see Vincent Cooper right there, along with all the other Vincents. It's taking a second to load there. And what he wants is to be able to search this special number. And so here's Vincent, all these different Vincents here. I'll tell you what you need to do for this to work properly. You got to utilize the first name or last name or company name field. So what I recommend doing is, instead of first name, what I would do is just have them enter their full name here in one field. This will save you from having to do a customization down the line. So make the full name, even though this is going to be the first name, we're going to reserve the first name as their full name. And then what you can do is use one of these, which is the company field, and use that as the, what is it called, NPSI?
NPI.
MPI number. And put the MPI number, but you and I know that that's going to be the company field, but to the user they're entering their MPI number. And when you have the first name, when you use the first name, last name, or company name as one of the ones that they enter for the MPI number, it will then be searchable from this name keyword search, because this just searches their name or ID number or the company name. So if you can reserve the company name field as the MPI number, then you will be able to search members based on this. And from the looks of it, it doesn't look like you're using the company field, so with a little SQL you can just copy everyone's NPI number to be their company and then just update this form accordingly, so that instead of saying company it says NPI number.
Okay, you say it doesn't look like I'm using the name company, the company name field, but group practice name right below is their actual company.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
So what I would recommend doing then is utilize the first name as their full name.
Okay.
Then use the last name field as the company name or the group practice name. You basically have three fields you can work with, which is the last name, the first name, and the company. And you can mix and match those however you want with what you want them to represent, but that would be the best workaround without having to do a more comprehensive customization.
Gotcha. Okay, I don't mind doing customization. I have Luis as the...
Gotcha. I would still recommend you doing it this way, despite customization or not. It'll make your life a whole lot easier, and then it'll allow you to easily search in that, because this keyword search, no matter what you customize, only searches first name, last name, company name, and then the user's Brilliant Directories ID number. So you're going to have to designate this number as first name, last name, or company name.
Okay, good. I'll do that. And one other question. In terms of geocoding, how important is that in SEO?
I'm thinking about the answer to that question, because let's go to this guy's profile page as an example. Geocoding mainly means that you're getting the exact latitude and longitude of a member. So even if this member wasn't geocoded to his specific latitude and longitude, his address is still going to be listed here, right? So the latitude and longitude really just make the Google Maps pinpoint properly. And when people are doing location searches on your homepage, it knows which members are in that radius of the search, of the location search that was conducted. So for SEO, I guess for those location search results to populate properly, you do need to know the member's latitude and longitude. So in that sense, the geocoding is important to at least show members in the search results. But as far as SEO, what the key here is to just make sure the address is showing on their profile page, and some people use the address in the meta details and things like that, the metadata.
All right, great. Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. So good question there on finding workarounds with the platform. I actually had someone wanted all their members' names to start with Dr. or Mr. or Mrs., and we ended up using the first name field to represent Dr., Mr., or Mrs., and the last name field, we had them enter their full name. So people were able to type, Dr. Martin Jones and get that effect. So there are ways to kind of do those workarounds with the system. All right, Nadia, I'll go ahead and unmute. Are you with us, Nadia?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I am. Where are you calling in from?
I'm in Rockland County.
Okay, great. And what's your question for us today?
Kind of piggybacking off of one of your other questions, but she was talking about being able to do SEO nationally, and I'd like to keep my directory very local to my county. So I was wondering if there was kind of a way to lock it up so that people outside of the county and outside of the zip codes can't sign up.
Absolutely. Well, it's hard to not allow people to sign up, but what you can do, because if someone can just go through the process and sign up, but what you can do is you can make sure to moderate all the members who sign up.
Okay.
So, like for example, your free members, we do have an advanced setting, and I think I covered this in a previous webinar. So when someone signs up for free, all they have to do is click the link to verify their email address, and their listing goes public. So let me just see, if you search auto activate, so if you search auto activate free signups, see that's set to 0, and
Yes.
you should be doing that, you should be able to do that for the paid signups as well.
Okay.
We actually are working on a feature, so based on the membership level, the specific membership level, not just if it's free or paid, you'll be able to choose if they're auto activated or not. But here's the kicker. So if you don't want your free members to activate their own listings, or pay, because they're the ones who have to just click that link in the email template when they sign up, you can edit the email template. I think it's called like Welcome Basic or something. And if you customize this one, and I'll just I'll customize it and then delete it here. So this is the email people get when they sign up as a free member, and it says action required, please verify your listing. So what you can do is change this to say something like request received, we are now reviewing your profile. And instead of saying like click here to verify your email address, you can change this to like to get started, please complete your listing the best that you can. You know, we will review your listing and email you once your account is activated. And then you get rid of the confirmation link, so now they can't even auto-activate their listing, and you're telling them that, hey, we're going to moderate all the listings that are trying to get signed up to the site. So you can edit the email that the member gets. Just create an email that paints the picture that all accounts are going to be under moderation, and then when you do eventually activate someone that meets your criteria for your site, you can easily send them an activation email. Let me show you what that looks like.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. So what you can do is under actions, you can send an email. Let's say we just, so let me show you. You can go to quick edit. Let's say this person wasn't active. So once you want to manually activate them, you're going to want to switch them from not active to active. So you'll manually do that because you have to manually approve people. And then what you can do is send an email, and there is an email to account activated, and that'll send them an email notifying them that their account is activated. And just like all the email templates, you can even edit that one and customize it to make it all fancy and make them feel like they've just won the lottery for being accepted to your website. So there is a level of moderation when you don't want members to just sign up on their own.
Okay.
All right. Did that help answer your question?
Sure does. I was just looking for that magic bullet that would say click, you can't sign up.
Well, yeah. Also, people aren't gonna. Let's look at the Corpus Christi. I always say crispy Corpus Christi site as an example here. So they're a site dedicated to one local region, and what I would recommend is what location is your site in? What is it covering?
It's Rockland County, New York.
So you can. You can say things like find local businesses in Rockland County, New York, and you'll notice that they don't even have a location option here. So, you're just searching for businesses in Corpus Christi on this site.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Thanks for your question. Yeah, so that's good to know that, you can have control over the members signing up to your site. You can let them go ahead and sign up, but it doesn't mean that their listing is going to be public right away. You can definitely moderate people who sign up. Dave L., I've unmuted your microphone. Are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, did you have a question for us today? Yeah, definitely. How are you doing today?
Yeah, my main question was regarding can you set up a landing page for a member from their profile, like I guess like directly from the search results?
So let's go to our demo site here and let me know what you're trying to achieve. So let me go to the search results for I'll just do a search for members here on our demo site. And so tell me exactly what you mean by creating a landing page.
In other words, where it says view listing, say on the Elite Golf Academy that I'm looking at now, rather than it go to, I guess, the kind of standard
layout
profile.
Here. Right.
Yeah. Can it be set up as more of a landing page, and then I've got a follow-up to that if so?
Let's actually edit this site. Give me one moment here. And I'll show you the out-of-the-box options that you have with us. So first and foremost, if you really wanted to, as you saw with me using the show widgets functionality, you or a developer or designer do have the ability to actually get into the code and make your own Picasso however you want this data to be displayed. So we provide you with the data and this simple layout, which works very well, but you might want to, turn this on its head and make something totally fresh and new, which you have the ability to do. But that requires coding. I'll let you know what you can do out of the box that a lot of people do. So what we're going to do is let's go into the admin to the products. We actually have a really cool option for with the products. So that guy is actually a premium member, I think so. And let me edit the premium membership levels. Okay, great. Under the additional settings tab, which is the last one, you do have the ability to hide the website header and hide the website footer. Let me save those changes. And yeah, that guy is a premium member. So hiding the website header and the website footer is, without doing any coding, as close as you're going to get to a landing page without doing any more customization work. So let me refresh this page and let me just show everyone. We see the main menu in the header, and we also see the footer of the website. And when I refresh the page, those options, the header is now gone and the footer is now gone. So it's not necessarily a landing page, because some people want to offer their members like their own website, and the profile page becomes like their own landing page website. So I totally get what you're trying to achieve there. Out of the box, this is as close as you can get to instantly creating a landing page for the members. You could even do something to hide the breadcrumbs here so that they're not taken anywhere else. I've even seen people give their members this link, and you can spoof a URL, so you can do mybusiness.com, and if someone goes to this domain, it can be a mirror of this page. So they can actually put this page on their business cards with their name. They just have to configure something with their URL with GoDaddy or whoever they're with. So without doing any additional coding, you can achieve removing the header and the footer. And then as far as kind of turning this page inside out, to your liking, that would just require some design work. But you definitely have access to the code to accomplish that. Good questions from Dave there. More questions about how to customize the profiles and things like that. So thank you for that, Dave. All right, we're almost nearing the end of the time here. I just want to mention again the deal of the week. It's the best deal you're going to get on the automatic lead matching. And when we had Interior Design Pro, beyond members, paid member signups, we generated more revenue from lead sales, and we were utilizing automatic lead matching back then when we had Interior Design Pro. So it's a super value. If you guys haven't even purchased it yet, do it right after the webinar. Okay, we're going to take one final question here. And I got my man Vincent on the line. Vincent, how you doing?
Good, good.
All right, Vincent. Last question of the day. Glad you can join us. You join us every week. Really appreciate you having you being here with us. And what's your question for us today?
I'm trying to create. I've created a widget that runs the home page, but then I copied that widget, and now I'm trying to get that on a second page. On the home page, I use the OEM dealerships in Dallas, but then I have the second page, which is the services. And so instead of just having the drop-down, I want a layout like the home page for the services. So I created the widget, but I cannot seem to figure out how to insert it into the page and make it show up.
Gotcha. All right, let's check it out together. Let's check out your website real quick here. All right, so this is your home page.
Widget right there. That's my widget that I've...
All right. Let's see what you've done here.
And then you see where it says services at the top there?
Yes.
Right there. Instead of the drop-down, I want another page like this where I'm going to put images of all the services.
Okay. Did you create a page?
I did not create the page, but I created the widget.
Okay. Let's
is called services, subcategory services.
Okay. And services are, this is for Dallas, right?
Right, and there's a lot more. I quit putting them on in there because I wanted to.
Okay, so can we call the page Dallas Auto Services?
Yes.
Okay, great. And I'm going to just render this widget in here. Let's get you created a new widget.
It's called services, just dash services. There it is.
This one.
I just copied it. I haven't switched the pictures yet.
Okay. So let me see.
I did set up the categories separately, like a little bit like what he did, or he was trying to do. I created one set of second level for the home page, and then I've created a second set for all the services.
Gotcha. So you can see I created a brand new web page. Just to start, I'm doing the one on your home page. So we see Dallas Auto Services, and now you got this guy here. Is this enough for you to continue working? Let's try putting the actual widget that you want there, which is this.
Yeah, we want that right, because I'm going to now redo this widget to...
for this appropriate page for the services.
Right, so I hadn't started working on it. I just wanted to... I know once I can get it on the page, I'll be fine.
Okay, let's see how it's looking. All right.
Can you link it up at the top where... okay.
Oh, what happened? Oh, that was your home page. Oh, man. Hang on a second. There we go. This is the one you want. Cars is for your home page. All right, let's save that. And services here is for your... So here's a nice tip for people. When you have a lot of code that you want to put on a custom landing page, you don't necessarily need to do it in the code editor here. What I like to do is I like to make a widget with all my code in it, and then I just render the widget on this page. It just helps keep things nice and tidy while you're working on your site, especially if you're doing a lot of coding and things like that.
So all you need to do is put that code right there, and the widget will show up on the page?
Yeah, widget equals, and then if it's a valid widget that it will actually render something, then it'll render it. So you just want to make sure there's no spaces before and after the brackets and the equal sign, and you should be good to go. So let's save the changes here. And this is for your services. So
something happened to it.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is you don't have the same, let's see here what you have down here, CSS. When I did the cars one, it was correct. You might have not copied all the CSS properly. So
okay. How do you do that?
Yeah, just make sure for your widget, let me just edit this widget. So when you copy a widget, there's 3 tabs. There's the HTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript.
Okay, you're right. I did not do those.
Okay, yeah. Just check these other 2. Yeah, check these other 2, and there might be some CSS. CSS is the design styling, and then you should be okay with your design here.
Okay, so now let's go back to the home page real quick.
All right.
So the home page is correct. Now, if up there it's services now, is that linked to services? Do you see right there?
Yeah, so
possible to make.
Yeah, so Yeah, let's link it to the Dallas Auto Services. And to do that, we'll just go to the Toolbox, Menu Manager. And we're going to edit your header main menu. And I'm going to look for the services link. And just go like that. And does that mean you're getting rid of all the drop-downs?
Yeah, I am going to get rid of the drop-downs.
All right. Let me just save that for right now, and successfully saved. Let's go back to your home page. And just take a second to load here. And if we click on services now, it's going to take us to that new page we created, Dallas Auto Services. All right.
Wow.
All right.
I just love your software. I just can't get enough of it.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Vincent. Well, thank you for calling in. Great question there.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Very welcome. We're going to stop it there for now for Webinar Wednesday. I want to thank all you guys for joining us today. Gabriel, thank you for joining us and helping me out here as well today. And the deal of the week, if you guys haven't done it, go ahead after the webinar and purchase the automatic lead matching. It's a steal of a deal this week. Also, the contest of the week. Don't forget, you can go to the brilliantdirectories.com website and just leave a comment on any of the workshop videos. Preferably the easy one for us to find is the first one, and you'll automatically be entered, leaving a comment there, into our contest for next week, which will be a super duper awesome prize. Yeah, any final words, Gabe?
It was great being here with everybody, and hope to see you in the next webinar.
Awesome, definitely. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great rest of the week. Cheers.